Hi everybody, this is Arbutus, and this is Outer Wilds. We are getting back into it. I'm going to watch this thing shoot off again. Shoots in a different angle every time, which is crazy. So we got some things to talk about here, and I'm actually going to talk about it while I'm heading around our home world here. Because, Jesus Christ, we learned so much in our last episode. There was really a crazy amount of information regarding the Ash Twin, regarding what people were working on other planets. We really learned a lot, and I'm kind of realizing that I haven't come back to Timber Hearth at all. So I'm wondering what any of these guys have to say, because I know we can talk to the other explorers and say, oh, I found something. So I'm wondering if we can talk to these guys, despite the fact that it's still launch day. We haven't gone into space yet. But obviously there are so many revelations, and I would love to be able to talk to Feldspar, or whatever this guy's name is here up in the observatory, and try to trade some of that information, see if he has anything to say about it. Let's see. A couple of the things that I noticed as I was editing my videos that I kind of didn't catch in all the information was that in one of the text logs we got, there was a reference to the planets, and they said, why don't we build the orbital cannon on Giant's Deep, because it's the farthest planet out. Look, things have changed here. Hornsfells, that's the name. Hey, look at this. The statue opened its eyes. Bet you wish you'd seen that happen, huh? Sigh, me too. I'm not even a little closer to understanding what's going on with this statue. Was there something you needed? Damn, I can't talk to him about anything I've found. Hey, it's my favorite astronaut. Launch day at last, huh, buddy? It's the translator tool's inaugural flight, too. I'm so excited it's making me nauseous. Just think, you'll be able to translate any Nomai text you want. Alright, yeah, we've talked to him about all of this. Yeah. Go on. So, back to what I was saying. They built the orbital probe cannon around Giant's Deep because, as they said, there is... Look, this piece of statue has a reference to the Eye of the Universe on it. Interesting. Still just the four guys. Esker. What's up with Esker, man? He's not getting the love he deserves. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. The Nomai were building the orbital cannon around Giant's Deep because it was the farthest planet out. Of course, there is a planet beyond it, Dark Bramble. I'm thinking Dark Bramble has something to do with the vessel or the Nomai's arrival in some way. I'm not sure how, but they constantly reference the vessel being injured rather than damaged. So I think it was some sort of living organism, and it might have been a tree ship a la the Hyperion Cantos or something like that. And we will have to go there to find out, I suppose, is the only answer. Alright, here we are. We've wasted a couple minutes. Let's take a look at the map here. Yeah, see, so they built the orbital cannon here because they said it was the farthest out planet. That's clearly not true. I think Dark Bramble has some of the remnants of their vessels on it. This brings me to my next point. There seems to be multiple generations of Nomai. I'm just going to pause it because I don't want to waste time. There seems to be... No, I'm not. There seems to be multiple generations of Nomai that, you know, refer to some of the older Nomai and say, you know, like, oh, that technology was lost, or Anana used to know the secret to this, and we don't know none of that anymore. Or we don't know what's going on with that, I should say. Dark Bramble is a new addition, and I think it's only being referenced by the newest generation of Nomai, or the most recent. So it hasn't always been here, and I wonder why that is. Makes me very, very, very curious. That sort of discussion of the multiple generations of Nomai kind of brings me to my next point, which is that I did a little math and found out, that the Nomai, we know that they were here, what was it? 281,042 years ago. With a little math, I found out how many cycles it may be, how many time loops we've had since then, just because I was curious. Comes out to 6,714,350,000 cycles that this system has been through since the Nomai were here. Can't tell this guy anything interesting about what I found too. Damn, I was hoping these guys would have something to say. I didn't need that big of a boost. Just because I kind of want to share some of my adventures with these guys, and I know some of the other ones had a little something to say. Where the hell is the interloper? Oh, there's the quantum moon. I don't see the interloper anywhere, which is unfortunate, because that was kind of my goal. Interloper, where are you? Kind of wish we could target it or something. It's also worth noting that Dark Bramble is a very interesting location because the first astronaut seems to be stuck there. We have a piece of Dark Bramble on Timberhearth, and through that, or via that seed there, and also looking at Dark Bramble itself, we see, or we get signals from Feldspar, who I believe was the first astronaut. Oh, we have an autopilot? Whoa, this is pretty cool. So let's abort the autopilot. Let's bring ourselves into a steady thing here. We'll get ourselves targeted on this. And it's going to be hard, actually, to land on the orbital cannon, or to really explore it. I think it's going to be orbiting around this way. I wanted to go to the interloper, but I just haven't seen it yet. So, what do we have here? Aha, we can target it. Okay, good. What have we here? There should be some very interesting stuff in this thing. So is my ship gonna orbit safely here? Who knows? We'll find out. Oh, I see. That's a bit of a ship landing pad there. Alright, back in. Let's land this thing properly on this platform here. Uh-huh. Doink. Alright. Nope, stop. Am I flying? No, I'm not. Alright, we're landed. And we just get dumped right in here. Now, we have seen a couple things about this station. We've got a good airlock here. We know a little bit of information about it. It was designed to find the eye of the universe, of course, as with most of Nomai technology. Aha, here we are. So, that's the symbol right there for the probe, which we've actually seen from the Ash Twin project. Yeah, the probe tracking module. And yeah, this thing destroyed itself when it launched the probe. This symbol, I'm not so sure about. So we're going to check it out real quick. Control. Great. Sounds good. Man, we're getting a ton of ship logs. This must be the actual gravity cannon here. So let's see what's up in the control room. Yikes. I always get a little too hyphy with the old jetpack here, but that's okay. Come on, let's go. And we have trees here. Alright. This is a place we've seen before. We viewed through this pool on the Ash Twin project. Inside the Ash Twin project. And I was very confused as to what was what. Cool, so this thing just shifts us to the other one. Let's try this out. I know there's some reading to do, but I see an orb, I gotta roll it. There's the orbital cannon. This thing... representation of brittle hollow? Doesn't quite look like it. 10 minutes 18 seconds ago, request to launch probe received from the Ash Twin project. Cannon aligned with a randomly selected probe trajectory. Gravity field activated. So it does choose a random place every time. Oh. They knew that the probe was very unlikely to hit the eye of the universe. Maybe that's why the probe is coming out in different directions. Every loop, it just chooses a direction, launches the probe, and destroys itself in the process. Huh. Okay. So, that means that, you know, relating to my earlier number, they've tried 714,350,000 different random locations, and presumably haven't found it yet. Or the fact that the Ash Twin or the Sun Station didn't work is preventing all of this from working right. There's the probe getting launched, and it looks like that's either recording what happened or it was designed to break up. Begin launch log, orbital probe cannon, launch request received, probe launch successful. Probe tracking module is receiving data from the probe. Orbital probe cannon structure compromised during launch. Damage to multiple modules detected. Okay, so it wasn't designed to be destroyed. It just was. Gonna keep rolling this along. Check this out. Whoa. What is this? Damage report. Severe structural stress detected. Assessing damage to modules. Control module intact, no structural damage. Launch module, viewport window fractured, module exposed to vacuum. Probe tracking module missing. Looks like there's more writing down there, but I guess we can't access it. We're getting a ton of ship logs. Alright, that's pretty handy. Let's see what there is to see over here. Probe tracking module and Giant's Deep. Sava says, I have bad news, Avens. Euro says there is a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. Avens, I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here, Cassava. I wish I were, my friend, but no, they aren't certain they can fix the problem, so the orbital probe cannon is on indefinite hiatus. Cassava, tell Privet and Mallow they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the construction yard for now. An update. Mallow and I will join you and Daz. Privet left to visit her brother. She fears Idea may feel responsible. Interesting. We also have unique music here, which is pretty cool. Yep, this is the Giant's Deep projection pool. This must be the construction yard of the orbital cannon. That's all well and good. We'll be checking this whole planet out in a little bit. Yeah, put that down. And we also have the launch module. What the hell? That is on board this station, right? Yeah. This is just somewhere in the station here. Got spaced, as they say. Okay, we'll go find that. Before we leave, stack that over here. Oh, actually, nope, we want this one. Good. What do they have to say about the launch module? Mallow, my better 50%. Cassava is sending the last of the cannon components. Soon, relatively speaking, we'll know the eye's precise location. The thought of concluding our elder's curious and challenging search increases my heart's temperature, my love. Cassava tells me he and the construction yard crew have determined a power setting we are not under any circumstances to go above. Mallow, I see, and I'm right to think that consequently we will be ignoring that setting? I can posit with nearly 100% certainty our friends have accounted for our natures, so I suggest we do. Giving the orbital probe cannon all the power it can structurally withstand creates the greatest chance of finding the eye of the universe. Mallow, yes, the probe must travel as fast as it can, as far as it can. I'll make some adjustments. Wow. We're getting a shitload of ship logs. There's a lot to learn here, obviously. We'll be checking that out probably at the end of the episode. So let's get back. This thing like spins you too? No, I guess it doesn't. That's really, really weird how those airlocks work. Feels like you're turning. Okay, so this was what again? Probe tracking module. I swear there was a whole nother section, right? The thing that we just saw in that pool. Oh, I see. That last view was of the entire cannon itself. Okay. Well, it's pretty busted up. That's for dang certain. So which of these is which? We do have access to both of these kind of side capsules here, which I'm assuming are the two places we want to check out. Let's get down here again. Oh boy, can I not get in here anymore? Shit. Now I need to find that hole that I came in on. I'm gonna get up into the ship here because I need a little more fuel. Good. Oh boy, this is a mess. Okay. Now, where was the exposed area? Was it this thing? One of these is open to space, I know that much. The window is cracked. Now, where's the window? Yeah, that might be it. It's kind of hard to fly around this thing. It seems like tough to match velocities and whatnot. Here we are. Here we go. Ship log updated because we are now in the... Where are we? Control module projection stone. So this is just on the other side of the station. Yep. Got anything to say about it though? Mallow. Yeah, okay, that's that stuff. Probe tracking module. Yeah. Isn't this the same place? What am I thinking here? Probe tracking module, control module. Interesting. We do have the airlock here, but it's just been destroyed. Yeah, I think the only way in here may be... Oh... There's a whole nother section up there. I think the only way in here may be through that crack in the window. And there's no orb to control here. Obviously, this thing does something, but shit, guys, there's really not much to see here. We just get a little bit of information, but honestly, it was kind of stuff we already knew. So I'm gonna get out here, get back to the old shipperoonie, and let's see, there's the interloper. Let's see if I can catch that before the sun explodes. We're down and we're in. Good. Still got our suit on. Now, what we don't want to do is fall into Giant's Deep. We really don't want to do that. And there it is. 12 kilometers away. We're heading in quick. It's kind of just hanging out by Dark Bramble. Huh. Very weird. We're gonna miss this thing. All our vectors are closed up. Now we just gotta bring it in. And I wonder if this thing even has enough gravity to land on. It said it had a crater on its face, right? Our ship is having a lot of trouble trying to deal with this. You just gotta get in here. Just get to it. It's tough when it doesn't really have any gravity. Here we go. Here we go. We're coming down. Kind of want to land on a rock. That would be good. 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 Wow, we did it. We are on the interloper. Whoa, that's being the solar wind blowing that off. Woo! Some extremely slidey ice. Said it had a crater on its sunward side. Dang, we're like skating. Skating here. I really don't want to boost up. I'm afraid that we would leave the planet permanently. Here's a crevasse. I think this is kind of what they were talking about. Oh my god, it changes as it gets closer to the sun. Ooh, we're really getting in there. Okay. Let's sneak in here while we can. Oh my god. Huh. Okay. That thing, the interloper, crashes into the sun. Well, man, that was kind of a rough cycle. I'm not sure exactly what we learned. We know that the probe, or I guess we learned that the probe cannon is just kind of firing in random directions, which is pretty interesting in and of itself. What else did we learn? They obviously exceeded the power input for the cannon, which is what caused it to destroy itself as it launched. And we know that the interloper crashes into the sun. Man. There's a lot of mysteries in this game. That's all I can say. The one point I wanted to bring up before I head out of here is that when we were in the Ash Core last episode, or the Ash Twin project last episode, and we actually removed the main core, the core that powers the Ash Twin, we got a message after the sun exploded saying, "You die." That's not usually what happens when we restart a cycle. I mean, unless you fall into the sun, like I've done a couple times now. But that implies to me that we did break the cycle. That's the game telling us game over. And then you restart at the next cycle, rather than the cycle just repeating, which is all part of the game. So, I don't think we should be removing that core too much. It doesn't seem like a good idea. What else do we have to explore here? the Hourglass Twins, we've gotten a pretty good look at. On Ember Twin, there's still the Sunless City, which has a lot of information, I'm sure. Timberhearth, we've mostly explored. There's the Bramble Seed that I'm not so sure about. Hollow's Lantern we haven't been to. Brittle Hollow, the Hanging City, we still have a ton to explore. The Black Hole Forge, ton to explore. Giant's Deep, haven't even looked at. The Interloper, I mean, look, on our map, this thing's got an eccentric orbit. It's got a really, really eccentric orbit, but I didn't think it crashed into the sun. I'm confused about what happened there. And then we have Dark Bramble, another planet we haven't even visited. Something that the early Nomai don't mention. This is something that came after the Nomai. It's grown after them. I believe it has something to do with their vessel. New stuff. A lot of information about the orbital probe cannon, the control module, the launch module, the construction yard on Giant's Deep. Okay, what all were we seeing here? The control module recently received a request from the Ash Twin project to launch the probe. The cannon was aligned with a randomly selected probe trajectory. The probe was successfully launched, but the cannon's structural integrity was compromised in the process. Damage is detected in multiple modules. The launch module is badly damaged, but its projection pool is still intact. There's more to explore here. Huh. I thought I got a good look at that stuff. One of the orbital probe cannon's 3 modules is the probe tracking module. The probe tracking module is receiving data from the launched probe. Nomai computer reports the probe tracking module as missing. I saw the probe tracking module through a Nomai projection pool. It looks like the module is underwater. I could see purple electricity outside the viewport. Oh yeah, I saw that in the Ash Twin project. They had a stone for that, and I was very curious as to what it was. This implies that it's underwater, which means probably Giant's Deep. Construction yard. The Nomai built the orbital probe cannon at a construction yard on Giant's Deep. Yeah, we know. We know. Let's see. Yeah, that's just reminding us about that. And I guess that's all the new stuff that we've learned. Southern Observatory has more to explore. Rebec has set up camp at the bottom of the crossroads. Their excitement at being surrounded by so much Nomai history is matched only by their terror of the black hole. The Northern Glacier, also more to explore here. Nomai survivors who crashed on Brittle Hollow climbed down the cliff to a shelter site below the surface. So I've been to the city, but I must have not quite triggered the shelter site thing here. The Hanging City. Nomai City suspended beneath Brittle Hollow's northern glacier. The city is divided vertically into 4 districts. The Nomai debated how to obtain the powerful, highly advanced warp core required for the Ash Twin project. Of course, there's more to explore there. Tower of Quantum Knowledge, we know about that. A Nomai named Poke planned to create a new advanced warp core in the Black Hole Forge. The Nomai crafted warp cores at the Black Hole Forge before delivering them to Ash Twin. Yep. I do know that. What is this? Whitehole Station. God, the controls for interfaces kind of suck. The Nomai noticed something. Yeah, this negative time interval between an object arriving and departing was incredibly minuscule. The Nomai were skeptical if their equipment could even measure time to such a small degree. The Interloper. Frozen Nomai shuttle. Yeah, we know they launched a shuttle there. Clara, the Nomai who stayed behind, lost contact with the other 2 after they descended below the Interloper's surface. Yeah, fucking murdered me. There's more to explore, of course. Shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface of the Interloper. 2 of the Nomai located a fissure in the ice on the Interloper's sunward side. They descended inside to investigate. Probably got fucking murdered, just like I did. Oh, this actually has the Quantum Moon on it. The Nomai built a shrine on the Quantum Moon to aid in the pilgrimage to its 6th location. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. Yep. The Sun Station designed to create a supernova. Alright. Well, that's it for this round. We're going to have to explore more next time. We learned a lot, but it was kind of surface level information. information that we're going to have to combine with later stuff because we simply don't know enough yet. I know we're hours deep into this project, but we simply don't know enough. Let's see. We could have sent the probe in there. Okay. Lots of nice little tips about how to use the little scout. Well, we've explored a new location. We're going to be back there eventually, but for now, that's all we got. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time.